Hello and welcome back to the highly anticipated 2.5 Coaches podcast. And today is episode 29. Yes, sir, we're back, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir.
That's such a bad jab.
And today we'd like to also welcome Coach Kyle. Woo! Yeah, we've been missing for a couple months. Well, the whole year, actually. But we're back. How good.
We say every time, like, we'll be back to regular, but
I know, you got to tease. I reckon we're going to tease.
Irregularly regular.
We're going to tease the audience a little bit.
Irregular. One of those. Never let them know your next move.
You know, it's funny, like, coaching the past couple of weeks, parents have been asking when the podcast's going to come back on. And I was like, you just got to wait. It's like a teaser. Just got to keep teasing until you get bang. We're back.
Right, we've only got 37 minutes on the SD card, so we've literally got to smash through 36, 35. All right, Keith.
All right, so I will bring back the segment, Cooking with Keith. And we're going to bring Kyle along as well. And obviously he's been cooking up a storm recently on his camping trips. But yeah, so recently been getting into some overnight oats, unreal. And like obviously everyone does it a bit different. And I thought a lot of our guys don't eat as much fiber. But I just thought you just fiber maxing the morning. And it gives you the run to the rest of the day. Well, at least you know you're taking a shit once or twice a day. Keep that healthy bowel movement. You know what I'm saying?
It's PG, man. It's kids
watching. Sorry. For the kids, make sure you eat your veggies. All right? So what I've been doing is having a bit of oats and then putting some prunes or some dates in there. Just fiber max it, a bit of flax seeds. Yeah, and a bit of how do you say it? Chia seeds. Chia seeds.
That's like that's one of the easier ones.
English is my second language.
You might just say flaxseed.
Yeah, flaxseed. And then obviously I'll put a bit of protein powder in there and then mix it up. And what I've liked, like everyone likes, I'm a big texture guy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big texture guy. So I like to like just blend everything and make it really mushy.
Blend it?
Yeah, I blend my oats.
That's the opposite of texture.
Yeah, but I like it like mushy though. Like, I don't like the crunch. I like it like mushy. But the crunch comes from the fruits.
Have you tried cooking oats?
You have no time in the morning. Hey, it's called overnight oats. And then a bit of protein oats on top. Bit of honey, drizzle a bit of honey.
So
sometimes
oats in the overnight oats and also oats on top.
No, well, it's got overnight oats.
For the extra crunch.
The texture.
No, but you know what I did that was really good? Granola on top.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Wait, yeah, yes, sir.
Do you like the texture or not?
I like the texture, but I like the oats like kind of mushy.
And then having some
having a crunch on top. That's what I'm saying.
Valid.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you with me?
Coconut flakes?
Yes, yeah. A bit of nuts. Bro, idiots. See, kids. I'm with kids today.
All right, next segment.
All right. Moving on. Coach Kyle has also been cooking up a
I got
storm.
one as well. My big ones are rice, sardines and rice. No, rice cream. That's my go-to in the morning now. Bit of rice flour, 2 minutes in the microwave, stir it up, honey, protein powder, and then some berries on top.
I can get around it.
Actually sounds pretty good.
Unreal.
You make your own rice powder?
Yeah.
With actual rice?
No, not with rice. I buy the rice flour. It's like $1 from Coles, and then
A bit of protein powder?
bit of protein powder.
Budget tips as well.
Yeah, budget.
They're actually cheap.
That's unreal.
Like a pack is like $2.
Yeah. I've been having it for like, before training, it's like 90 grams of carbs. Before training, just like for one bowl.
Solid.
Not five max.
Fruit on there. Come on, man.
Sardine maxing.
Before we forget, before we go into the next segment, should we quickly go through the question of the week?
Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
So
every time question of the week.
yeah, so we got a really controversial question of the week this week. And I don't know if you guys follow Kyle.
If you're only listening and you're not watching, make sure you flick to visuals right now.
Yeah. But my boy over here, he's got what, 10k followers at Instagram?
He's got way more than that.
Yeah, way more. Sorry. Oh.
Whoa,
Don't
disrespect.
cut him short, man.
But we actually realized that he only posts upper body and acceleration workouts. he hasn't been training any legs. So we want the audience.
It's AI.
But we just want the audience feedback in what you've seen so far in his training. And if you've been following along, how much legs has he trained in the past month?
Yeah, comment below.
Comment below.
The question of the week is: does Kyle train legs? Your potential answers are no, upper hypertrophy only, acceleration only. Who is Kyle? No, he just tells me to go faster. What's the other one?
And no, what is legs?
Yeah, no, what is legs?
Like, he's got to be butthurt by this question, didn't you?
Moving on.
No comment.
No comment. No comment.
No, but like, what does your actual workout split looks like at the moment for the audience?
Upper body hypertrophy.
Mondays is upper body. Tuesdays is upper body. No, Tuesdays is acceleration. Wednesdays is lower body. Thursdays is like a rest day, and I sometimes do cardio on that day, but
Off-beat conditioning.
Cardio and arms on the Thursday.
Feet conditioning, aka arms.
Friday, upper body hypertrophy, and then Saturday is like a little sprint session and a little bit of legs if I feel like it.
So one legs a week.
1 legs a week. That's it.
That's all he needs. Right. Next one, coffee.
Coffee with Komatsu. I can't remember what I said last time, but we'll give a little shout out to a cafe that's going to be opening up very shortly in Shenton Park, called Holmes Coffee. I'm pretty sure Holmes Coffee. Yeah. HOLMES Holmes Coffee. They'll be opening up in Shenton Park.
And for the short people, inside info, Max has made the bench a lot shorter, so short people, your feet can actually touch the ground.
Oh, that's it.
Perfect.
Unreal.
Inclusivity.
That's what I'm saying.
But what about all my basketballers? Is that now unfair for them? They're not going to be comfortable when they're sitting down?
You know I can stand up.
Sit on case lap.
It's like when you stand up next to Ferg sitting down and he's still taller than you.
Oh, bro, actually wild.
But yeah, keep an eye out. And I don't know when the soft opening is meant to be start of June, I think, or end of May. End of June. So keep an eye out for that. Yep. That's my tip. And then what we're going to do, run over some insight. Obviously, where basketball for NBL 1 is just finished round 7. Wobble's 3 weeks in, I think. Rugby's 5 rounds. Yep. 5 rounds in. Footy.
Round 3.
Yeah.
I think Waffles round 6. Yeah,
round 6. Yeah, so well into the first third of the season for most of the guys now. Yep. We're going to go over some just general in-season kind of tips, and especially once we're in this point of the season.
I think, I don't know, starting point is just, I feel like, I really think about this last few weeks in terms of how everyone's kind of feeling at this time of the year. So you've gone through that massive off-season, you've had a good pre-season, you've worked everything out you need to work out, you've hit all your conditioning, blah, blah, et cetera, et cetera. You get to this part of the season, you start to make a transition into the actual game side of things. And then I feel like there's a few different pieces that are quite important. It's part of the importance of this transition and jumping between different phases from a thought process. Because we have a few people that come in and they still have this mindset of they still need to be pushing the same intensity or the same volumes or whatever it might, comparison to pre-season. But I always find these first pre-season, you're a little bit more happy with a little bit of fatigue and that accumulation of getting used to the higher volumes and the game demands and everything like that. Then as you start to get into rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you've got that higher volume or higher stress weeks start to accumulate, it's when you start to pull back that volume a little bit, and even to a degree start to think about intensity, just to get adapted back to game weeks. So everyone can kind of get a little bit overwhelmed. And I've had a few people come in and be like, oh, I'm not going to hit as heavy on this, not going to do whatever it might be. And it's that's okay. Just get in, let's do the minimum effective dose, let's focus on the soft tissue stuff. That's all the emphasis and energy goes into game day. And then as we start to get around round 6, 7, and 8 now, then we can start to...
But I think there's like a lot of people forget about that, where it's like it is a new stimulus, like the game's starting, and it's like you have to like almost adapt to that. I think everyone at the start of the season they get a bit like freak out almost because they're starting to get fatigued, but it's like you just need to like adapt to that new stimulus as well, and then you can start as you get towards that mid-season. You can start.
Yeah, I'd be keen to talk about it, and I feel like one thing that's been on my mind a lot, probably because I'm fucking feeling it today, it's just like fatigue and like the influence that fatigue has on like decision making, has on motivation, has on drive, has on attendance, has on just your general thought process about how things are meant to be throughout the week. And I feel like you head into this road where you start to get a bit of fatigue, and people go two roads where they start to freak out and worry and pull the handbrake on, or they go the other way where they just start to push through too hard. And it's just this settling kind of block of like, hey, fatigue is here. Fatigue is okay relative to all the other signs and symptoms that are popping up with it at the same time. But then you just want to settle that a little bit and then get adapted and go from there. But anything else you guys have been seeing, anything else you can consider with fatigue as well?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like once you get past the first couple of rounds, like the first few rounds, you can kind of tell who's done the work in pre-season and if you're genuinely unfit. But once you kind of get to round like 7 and beyond, it's less of a point. Like if you've made it that far, like you're probably not unfit. You're probably just managing that fatigue. So it's like the classic saying, like fatigue masks fitness. So are you unfit, or are you just really fatigued and you just need to try to pull that fatigue off so you can actually express the physical qualities that you have? So it's, like you said, managing that volume in the gym, like, because to an extent you can't really change team training, you can't change, the game, you can't change those things. So what are the things outside of that? Obviously recovery is going to become like a very important piece of that in terms of managing that fatigue. But how can you adjust like the external training that you're doing outside of the team environment? Because sometimes you're just at mercy of what the coaches want to do. And fortunately, for the most part, like coaches are getting better and having a better understanding around like load management, workload across the season and not just smashing guys. But we still deal with players who are in environments like that. So you just got to do the best that you can in those situations. Yeah, lots of head nodding.
Any input?
This is what happens when you have 4 people on a podcast. It's too much.
Well, I was gonna add on is like I think it goes to double like too extreme, like you guys said. Like I feel, but the biggest thing with especially coaching the kids at Trinity, it's like they've done all the work in pre-season, and then the moment they play for the first few games and the intensity creeps up, they get a bit tired and fatigued towards the start of the week. They all pull the handbrake. They all go, "Oh, I've done all that work. I don't have the gym anymore." But the thing is, like, you probably need to be consistent, but not push too hard. Like you said, like to play well, you need to ever feel good. So you don't you just got to be consistent in there, but pull the load back a little bit. Because majority of them go in the gym, they spend like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But the thing is, like, you spend an hour and a half talking. Like, if you go in, you get like a 30-minute session twice a week. Probably a bit too little, but it's probably better than nothing, right? Like, the majority of them just don't do anything. So it's like come in, just do a bit of something, feel good, and then leave. You don't have to spend so long in there.
And it's just maintaining those habits. Like, the moment you go, I'm tired and I've... Like, sometimes it is appropriate to just, like, you just genuinely need to have a day off. Like, there's always cases like that. But the maintaining the habit of no matter what, like, you still rock up to the gym. And even, like, I've got some messages this morning of, like, hey, I'm, like, cooked after the weekend. Like, cool, you still need to come to the gym. We're just going to change what you do. Yeah. Whether that's we adjust the volume of the session and you just hit, like, one hard set of something so we still get some level of stimulus. But if you begin to go, oh, I'm tired, I'm not going to come to the gym, 1, you get out of your routine, but 2, the chronic workload is just going to be fluctuating too much. And that's when little niggles can pop up because you're not getting load through the tissues that you would normally get, or it's that sporadic load. And like we know with the acute to chronic workload ratios and all that kind of stuff, like we want to try and maintain as consistent a workload across the week, each week and across the season to keep, especially that soft tissue stuff, as healthy and happy as possible. So the minute you start like missing a session, you didn't get... Like I know for a lot of my basketball guys, it's like, why is your knee starting to flare up again? I skipped Monday the last 2 weeks, and that's the day I have squats. you didn't get load, like you didn't get the heavy load through your quads, and your knees are kind of paying the consequences for that. So it's like, all right, you're feeling cooked, you don't feel up to doing heavy squats. Like, can we just do some like heavy isos? Can we do some split squats? Can we do some leg extensions, which are going to be like less taxing overall, but you're still getting that localized tissue loading, which we know, especially for a certain individual, like is going to be super important and across the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that just goes back to like kind of reiterating what Adam was saying. Like, it's important to keep that like consistent load, because when you go to actually plan ahead, like if you went into finals and all of a sudden you did want to pull back or taper off a bit, you actually feel like the freshness from that. You're not just like, if you've been so inconsistent all year and then all of a sudden you start to deload a bit, like you're probably not going to feel fresh from that deload because you've been inconsistent all year anyway. So it's like you haven't actually built up this sort of good chronic workload to back off and then really peak when you want to peak. So I think that's like another big thing with like just keeping consistent in it. Like always do something if you can. Like something's better than nothing, really.
And even like for the field-based guys with like hammy stuff, speed work, speed exposures is going to be like super important.
That's what you have. Like, you got to have a couple of those. I've even found it for my guys. I've even found it to a degree down to like position specific, like starting to creep up with a few of the front rowers where you're getting like lower back issues, and you've got some specialties positions and setups which overload the bodies in certain ways. And I feel like a lot of the programs I'm writing throughout the week, so a little bit like there is those bread and butters of like, we get some good bilateral loading, we get some good strength work, some good rate of force development work, etc. But a lot of it is coming down to like the soft tissue management stuff.
Yeah.
And those 1%ers of like calves, hammies, groins, and then even like my big boy stuff around their lower backs, around their hips, around in areas that are just like kind of managing the stress that's going on their body. And it can get to that point where it's like, you've got this, again, perfect example, like you got like a front rower who's in a scrum with up to 800 to 900 kilos on either side of the scrum going through. You can't afford to do nothing throughout the week. You've got to continually like through trunk, through hips, through obliques, through calves. Like, it's even funny looking at like talking to Reese about it, do a bit with him, and like one of his calves is like twice the size of the other. He's on the outside of the scrum, and 8 other people are trying to push him one way. So he's got these huge discrepancies between left and right, and then he's got to go sprint, change direction. So like that's going to influence all those pieces as well. So a lot of what we do in the gym is, and this is the thing, especially within athletic development world, a lot of people outside view gym in season as squat, bench, dead.
Yeah, it's a lot more than that.
There's so much more in a program. There's the mobility elements, the stability elements, the coordination, like the continuation of coordination work on people that have certain things they need to keep improving, the soft tissue management work. So it's like all of these pieces are in the program, and it's like I feel like the volume of work is filled up with that, and then the good intensity work at a low volume just filters in the middle of those programs. And that's the difference compared to the off-season where we've got a lot more of the big bread and butter stuff. So it's like, yeah, we're in the gym for half an hour, 45 minutes. We get some very precise pieces on what is potentially going to break down for you. And then we get your bread and butter in there, because that also is going to help massively with speed, acceleration, contact, collision, general health, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. I was going to even just start to think, just like talk about, and we've started to implement a bit more of a direct athlete monitoring system, and it's been cool to see the, just, even if we just talk about like a thought process across the week. So like for a lot of the athletes, obviously harder for you guys in basketball, but like for us, we're finishing on a Saturday. The recovery cycles start to begin from then. Mm-hmm. So like you've got your big high stress, high stim, depending on whether you played. Some people play 30 minutes, some people play 120 minutes. So that completely changes it. But then obviously you've got this recovery dip. And for most people, you're looking to come back and bounce back to a good baseline of recovery by 48 to 72 hours. So we've been starting to track it a little bit more. And it's been quite interesting where like by Monday, certain people are bouncing back to baseline. But by Tuesday, Wednesday, other people are bouncing back to baseline. So that alone can be different person to person, different on the stresses in the games and everything. But then also it's good for us because it starts to ask questions around sleep, recovery, food. So I always talk to my guys about that goal of like, when we reassess you, I want you back to that baseline. And this is not like a performance baseline, it's just general baseline. So you've got, and you thinking about that. So everything you do over the last 48 hours, if we get to baseline, you've got a 10, 15% dip. And it's one that we could have managed. have we slept enough, have we, et cetera, et cetera.
Did you delete 10 beers post game?
Yeah, that'll help it as well.
And that is it, like just setting yourself up for a good week again. Like
Yeah.
actually getting that recovery in, get back to a good level so you can actually train with some intensity, and then that'll like keep you ticking along throughout the season.
But weekly schedules, what would you add to that? So say games on Saturday, let's say there's a game on Saturday, perfect world.
Yeah.
What will we do from there?
You want to go first?
Well, you go first.
Yeah,
Mark.
so for most of my guys, like footy boys, they play heavy minutes, obviously. They clock up so much Ks on Saturday, and high speed is usually for the quicker guys. They get through a lot of high speed as well. So naturally on Monday we do we call it like a resilient block. So most of their Nordics, their eccentric quad loading stuff, and their ankle ballistic ISOs will go on the Monday with flexibility and mobility work on a Monday. They call it like a flush. Most of them call it like a flush run or sorts with their club, but the guys that are with me would do like a shorter session. They can do it at home, go to a pool, and then on Tuesday we'll start introducing heavy loads back in, and usually that's when we have our main lower body session. And then Wednesday I usually like to double load them on a Tuesday, so they'll have a heavy lower session with the field stuff, and then Wednesday I'll give them completely off because I want one day just completely off, nothing. And then Thursdays where we have our captain's run with more upper body dominant workout. And then Friday, depending on who it is, some people really like doing a primer, some people don't. So I usually either give them a day off, or the ones that like to do it will do a optional primer session, and then we'll play on a Saturday. And that's how I usually like to plan my guys around that.
Yeah, basketball is obviously like very different because we'll have such a variety of game days. Limited space. We're good.
10 minutes.
10 minutes to go. So, depending on what level you're looking at the NBL 1 level, games can either be Friday, Saturday, or in the evenings, or Sunday midday. And then you can also have double headers, and those double headers can be either Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes Friday, Sunday as well. So you're looking at different like loading through the week. And then also unique compared to, I guess, footy and rugby is you have some guys who are playing 30 plus minutes, and you guys have some guys who might just do the warm up, might not even get on the court. And then they're playing D-League Sunday. Yeah. And then some of the younger guys who are even playing like wobble on top of that. So some of the loading is just obscene. Then you got domestic on top of that. Then you got school basketball on top of that. So every individual is going to be quite different. But generally I'll kind of take that approach of start of the week, then your heavier work. With some of the guys that, like the wobble guys, they'll play on Sunday and D-League as well. So like sometimes if they're feeling real beat up, Monday might be a cruisier session. And then like some clubs train Monday, Wednesday, other clubs train Tuesday, Thursday. So that'll change a little bit. But what I usually try to do, whatever days is your like club training days. So if that's Tuesday, Thursday, those will kind of be like your like heavier days. Monday might be a heavier day depending on the individual. So if it's like high minute NBL 1 player, they're not playing on Sunday. Monday can be like a bit of a heavier lift, maybe a little bit more volume. And then Tuesday, Thursday, we'll have like much less volume, like a kind of get in just before you go to training kind of deal. So like half an hour, 45 minutes. And then Wednesday is like either completely off or like depending on the individual, some people like to do stuff every day, others less so, but I'll usually give Wednesday off. And then same thing, like some athletes enjoy doing like a priming session. Others, I just kind of program like a post-game movement, or some others like that post-game movement will be their first like heavy lift. So even some of the wobble guys, like because their schedules are so hectic, like Sunday evening, they'll do like a strength workout because that's going to be the furthest away from their next game and their next loading. And then if they don't have any training Monday, then they have Monday off. So it's going to be like so varied from individual. But generally I'll take that approach of like your heaviest workout's probably going to be as far away as possible from the game. So then and then that load will gradually taper off. So usually some level of strength stimulus at the start of the week, more that like power, kind of like throughout the week sporadically, and a bit of like strength stimulus. And then that like, real power primer type, like more concentric RFD, less eccentric loading as like a primer or like your last session before the weekend. And then, we're just sprinkling in a lot of stuff to keep the joints and everything happy with obviously just such a hectic workload.
I feel like it varies, like depending on individual. Like some people love training like every day. Like Geordie trains like with basketball. She loves training 4 times a week. And it's like 2 uppers, 2 lowers. And that's when like she gets to pick what she feels like doing. Like, and that's what I've realised is like, because they play double headers sometimes, or D-League plays on Sunday, it's like Monday, if they don't play on Sunday, Monday they love doing lower body. But then if they do play Sunday, they're like, sweet, I want to do something, but nothing crazy, then I'll do like an upper body hypertrophy. Hey?
Yeah, I used to do that actually.
Every day.
Yeah.
On Sundays after a game, I just go smash some bicep curls.
Bro hates
Upper
contact.
Recovery.
Bro hates contact.
Anyway.
But yeah, but I feel like rugby boys are a bit different, hey? Like the sessions are a little bit longer.
Yeah, it just depends on the situation. Like, I think it depends on... We're the same. I think we're a little bit more structured. There's less variance in our weeks outside of, like, minutes and situations like that. But we have a bit more structure. So, like, from an actual weekly schedule, it depends on the person. But some people do a Sunday mobility. I have a few that will just do mobility on a Sunday. Like, they want to get their bodies moving, and it's part of that piece of the puzzle where, like, if you want to feel fresh 48 hours post, some people need to move their body.
And it is like an important thing, like getting your body back to its normal state. Like if you feel tight after a game the next day, like try and get your body back to its like original state.
Especially if you've done the preseason everything correct, and you've pushed to the chronic loads that are at or around game day demands. Obviously, you're not going to get there because you're not playing games. But you're getting, your body is fully prepared to that point, and you get a couple rounds in, which is what we're getting now, and you've adapted to the rounds. You've got a good chronic load. You've looked at all of the discrepancies and all those little bits and pieces that you need to work on, and you've improved on those. You should be, being able to get back to that baseline. There's going to be some games that are way more demanding than others, and there's different loadings and everything, but it's definitely a piece that you want to...
And that's the other type of athlete that we get to. We've got the ones who have done a full off-season, pre-season, and now, we're talking like those perfect scenarios, and we get the guys who... come round one, they're like, oh, fuck, I didn't do enough conditioning over off-season. I didn't do enough training. I better get in the gym. Yeah. And then they're, like, trying to, build up a chronic workload whilst managing games and stuff.
That's why, like, pre-season's so important. Like, I keep telling the guys, it's like, that's where you find your routine and what works for you. Because, like, after the games, you actually, like, when coaches test out how much minutes everyone gets, like, you start getting, like, fatigue from that, game load. And then at least the next day you can start trying stuff out, what makes you feel good. For the Monday, and some guys just don't do anything. They're like, oh no, I'm all right. I'm like, bro, you just play 15 minutes, right?
That's a perfect example. Is like there might be some listening to this, but it's like the ones that haven't done enough in the preseason, you will play a full game and you'll probably get through the full game sweet. Yeah. But it's then this battle of just like, because that stress is so high compared to what you're used to, you then roll into the next day where you're extremely sore, your motivation's low, your appetite's probably low as well, because sometimes that can crash based off high stress situations. Then you do nothing on the Sunday. Then you get to Monday and you're pretty crashed. So you got stuff on, you got work, school, uni, whatever it might be, so you don't do anything that day. Then you roll through the club on Tuesday, and that's your first bit of movement. First thing on Tuesday is usually contact or intensive kind of days, like it's a big loading day. So then you feel like shit after that. Then you get to Wednesday and you're like, oh, I can't be bothered to go to the gym, or I can't be bothered to do this. You might just go do an ice bath and a sauna, because that'll fix everything. And then you roll through to Thursday. You feel a little bit better by Friday. And then you get into Saturday, and it's like you just don't have that base. And then when it gets weeks and weeks and weeks, and the tissue starts to get more and more beaten up, and niggles and all that kind of stuff.
And then you're just surviving. You're not necessarily performing.
Yeah,
right?
It's just the difference.
One thing, like when I was playing, like even now with doing jits, is like when I feel like shit, you just get in the gym and you start like the first like 2-3 exercises, and you actually end up feeling a lot better than what you think you would.
Yeah. It's like the classic, so you get PRs on the days where you walk into the gym like feeling
literally,
like crap. You just get a bit of movement.
PRs.
Just upper body, just bench PRs. But I think that's another thing as well, is like people look at sometimes what we'll give guys in season and be like, oh, that's crazy, like you're doing so much and aren't you going to be doing it? But it's like, it's
very relevant.
It's relevant, like relative to what they've done in the preseason and off season. Like if someone was squatting well over 200 kilos during preseason, then when they do 180, like it seems like they're shifting a lot of weight, and like objectively they are, but like relative to what they are capable of, Yeah, that is 75%. Like, so that they're able to bounce back from that. That's going to be like a level of stimulus. They're going to feel good from doing such a thing. So it's like a lot of people will be like, well, I don't lift in season because like I feel like crap and I'm sluggish and slow and tired from lifting. And it's like, one, you're probably doing too much volume, but two, you didn't do the work in the off season and the pre-season, and now you're trying to do all this stuff. Like, yeah, no wonder you feel like crap. Like you're overloading your body, trying to give it like an off-season stimulus in season and trying to play catch up.
I was just gonna say it's like the turnover in soft tissue injuries as well. It's like when you get like a little awareness in your hammy, like if you're actually consistent, the turnover's a lot shorter than what people think. Like Crotty hit like 35 k's an hour the week, like he got his PB, and then like a couple of days later he had hammy awareness. But like if he never would have trained legs in off season, I reckon that would have carried out a lot longer, because then he would have to try to play catch up. But like he did, like we pulled him back for the week, added a little bit of speed stuff in there, and then he actually pulled up right and he played on the weekend. I was like people don't realise it makes such a big difference until you're there.
It's the whole stress and adaptation.
Yeah.
It's just like that gradual exposure, and this exposure is relative to what they're going to be pushed at in the games and everything. But we're just sticking over 31. Any closing thought processes or notes, or I feel like we could just drag that out for a lot longer. But
Yeah.
damn SD card.
Yeah. I think the main takeaway is just like do something.
Yeah.
That's going to be, and then, don't look at what your teammates are doing, what everyone else is doing. Oh, I need to be lifting more, lifting this, lifting that. It's like, what does your body need? What does your body need? Like you said, are you a player who's in a bit more of like a specialist position? Like your demands are going to be slightly different. Like bigs versus guards in basketball, you're going to be taking a lot more physical contact, maybe a lot more change of direction, maybe for guards. Like there's different elements there. Maybe a little bit extra love for the groins and that lower leg. But look at what you need to get yourself feeling good. Like we said, get yourself back to baseline, but then keep some level of stimulus. Because if you just keep, even if it's 2 half-an-hour sessions like that compounded over a season, is huge. Which if you're just skipping every other week, then you're just not getting that level of chronic load and stress and adaptation. So something's always better than nothing, and probably good to get a coach so then they can help you with all that.
Yeah, the thing is, it's so good though because you don't have to think about it. And that's the best part. Just rock up, get your
Sneaky plugs, eh?
Hit up Kyle for coaching.
Yeah.
If you want to train legs, just go.
If you want to train
Someone else
legs,
will do it.
hit up Keith. If you want to
Bicep
train
curls
upper
and
body, hit up Kyle. 3 days a week, push, pull, biceps.
But maybe we'll do another one of these, because obviously there's different portions of the year and there's different thought processes for each part of the year as well. So if anyone has any questions, just let us know. I don't know, message us or whatever it is. I'm sure we'll jump back on here before the end of the season. Maybe.
Surely.
Maybe.
Kyle will.
Kyle will give you some camping tips next time. Camping with Kyle.
But yeah, want to close out?
Yeah, any closing
out,
words?
Come on.
We're going to close out. Great podcast.
Thank you for listening to episode 29 of 2.5 Coaches podcast.
3.5 coaches.
3.5 coaches
3.5
now.
now. 3.5
brain cells.
Three.
Have to redo the graphic.
Yeah. We'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you. Unreal tape.